Hello everyone, this is The Last Word and I'm Maria Shakil. Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal today demanded the inclusion of Delhi's Jat community in centre's OBC list. Kejriwal accused the centre of misleading the Jats and said they have failed to deliver on its promises for this community. Jats form around 10% of the Delhi's electorate and can tilt the balance of power in nearly 18 of 70 seats in Delhi. So Mr. Kejriwal certainly hopes to offset losses due to 10 years of anti-incumbency. Now the question that I ask on the show tonight, Jats, Dalits, Gujars, upper caste, Muslims, Punjabis, Hindus, do every caste, every community vote on these lines? Or is there a disconnect between the political class and the real people issues? As the city's 1.55 crore electorates gear up to cast their votes on 5th of February, it's surprising to see politicians speak about reservation and caste politics while citizens of Delhi are concerned about crippling pollution, scarcity of clean water and lack of affordable housing. These are the pressing issues of Delhiites. So as Delhi decides its future, it's crucial to ask, are our politicians truly listening to the concerns of the people? Or are they just paying mere lip service to get elected? The answer certainly will shape the fate of this great city and its inhabitants. So again on NDTV, we are putting the spotlight on you, the citizen of the city, because NDTV is on your side, it's on the side of issues of people of Delhi. We'll be joined by an eminent people's panel in just a bit, but first up, let's listen in to what Arvind Kejriwal said and what was the counter that came in from the BJP.
तो पिछले 10 साल में 3 बार दिल्ली के देश के गृह मंत्री ने और 1 बार देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने पूरे जाट समाज को बुला के बोला, अगर प्रधानमंत्री और गृह मंत्री झूठ बोलेंगे, अगर प्रधानमंत्री और गृह मंत्री अपने वादे को पूरा नहीं करेंगे, अगर प्रधानमंत्री और गृह मंत्री को जाटों की याद केवल चुनाव के पहले आती है, आप देख रहे हो हर चुनाव के पहले जाट समाज को बुलाते हैं, कहते हैं वोट दे दो, इस बार वोट दे दो, अगली बार कर देंगे, इस बार वोट दे, और कभी नहीं करते, कभी नहीं करते। अगर प्रधानमंत्री और गृह मंत्री इस तरह से झूठ बोलेंगे तो फिर तो देश में कुछ बचेगा ही नहीं, फिर क्या बचेगा उसके बाद, किसके पास जाएं इसके बाद?
आज इन्होंने जाटों को याद किया। जाटों को इसलिए याद किया क्योंकि इन्होंने अगर जाटों के लिए कोई भी काम किया होता तो आज इनको चुनाव से ठीक 25 दिन पहले जाटों की याद नहीं आती। जाट लोग सारे समझ चुके हैं कि ये फर्जीवाल नहीं, केजरीवाल ये कितना ज्यादा झूठ बोलते हैं और हर बात पर झूठ बोलते हैं। 10 साल में एक भी बार उन्होंने विधानसभा में सेंटर के पास में जाट ओबीसी लिस्ट में जाटों को डाला जाए, इसका प्रस्ताव एक बार भी पास नहीं किया। 10 साल में एक बार भी पास नहीं किया।
We have on the show Shweta Dhingra Arora, who is a social media influencer, a mother and also an air pollution activist. Reena Dhaka, fashion designer, needs no introduction. And from the political side, we have Anmol Panwar and Charu Pragya, representing the BJP and the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party. Reena Dhaka, beginning with you. As a proud Delhiite, what are your issues and what is your reaction when politicians speak about reservations?
I feel this reservation issue since the day I was old enough to be an Indian or to be a grown-up. We have had difference of issues on it. Plus, it leaves out the fact that there is no fair play in it. If my son or my candidate or my student works harder than another one who just gets in by merit of his caste or by his religion, then to be honest, it is really not fair. What would be more helpful is if the castes which are not, which are asking for the reservation, if they themselves are upgraded and trained to a point where they can be a level playing field for all of us as Indians, and maybe higher incentives for them in terms of education and distribution of that education door to door.
Okay. And Shweta Arora, as a Delhiite and also a mother, what's top on your mind as you look at this multiple battle of narratives? Yesterday it was about optics around Sheesh Mahal, today it is about Jat.
With due respect, I find it very amusing. And I want to thank NDTV for bringing the basic problem at large, but nobody is willing to address, is the pollution, the AQI. As you mentioned, as a mother, everything else, but as a citizen, I think it's my basic right to breathe clean air. Is that too much to ask for?
So let me ask that question to Anmol Panwar. Is that too much to ask for? On the day that you went ahead and took up the issue of Jat reservation, the AQI in Delhi was 400.
Maria ji, I'll answer both the questions. First is that the Bharatiya Janata Party has betrayed and deceived the Jat community despite repeated promises in 2015, 2017 and 2019. The BJP promised the Jat community that they'll be included in central OBC list. In 2015, Prime Minister Narendra Modi called a meeting of Jat representatives where this assurance was given. In 2017, Amit Shah ji called a meeting of the Jat representatives wherein this same promise was reiterated. And in 2019, just before the Lok Sabha elections, it was the meeting was called at Pravesh Sahab Singh Verma's residence. And they also formed a committee. They also formed a committee in 2015. But what is shocking is the reply in the Rajya Sabha. In 2017, when a question was asked whether the National Commission for Backward Class has opposed the grant of OBC status, and if so, the details thereof, unse pucha gaya tha. Whether the government is again considering to provide reservations to Jat, and if so, the details whereof. Their answer was that no such proposal is under consideration. Then why were you giving assurance to the Jat community? The people belonging to Rajasthan, they are included in central government's OBC list. That is why they are receiving benefits of getting admission
Anmol,
in Delhi
even as we
University
speak,
and in central government
GRAP
institutions.
3 restrictions are back in Delhi.
I'm coming to that.
And the AQI level, as I'm looking into my phone, stands at 357.
Maria ji, I'm coming to that. I'll need 30 seconds for that also. But the people of Delhi, the youth of Delhi, they are not getting the opportunity because they are not included in central government OBC list. Now coming to pollution. This is what is the reality of pollution. 13 of the most polluted cities in the world are from India. The world's 83 out of 100 most polluted cities are in India. These are the reports of World Health Organization and international reports. 39 of the most polluted cities out of 50 are in India. And India is the third most polluted country. And recently, what the Honorable Supreme Court says, the Honorable Supreme Court says that pollution is a pan-India problem. They have asked details about the most polluted cities in India.
So we should stop asking questions to the party which has been in power for 10 years.
It is very easy to pin the blame of Delhi government, but it is also, you must also inform the viewers that in past 10 years, Delhi government has increased the green cover from 15% to 23%. We are the only state where we have the largest fleet of electric buses in India, and we are number 2 in the world. Okay. We are the only state who has shut down coal power plants. We are the only state providing 24/7 free electricity, which has ensured reduction of pollution from generator.
But why is the BJP then, Charu Pragya, engaging Aam Aadmi Party on the issues again, playing on their advantage pitch? If they have raised the issue of Jat reservation, you are coming and responding to it.
Maria, very good evening to you and a very good evening to all our viewers. It's unfortunate that just 15 days before Delhi goes in for elections, Aam Aadmi Party wakes up and realizes that all developmental issues that any reasonable person would be discussing today are issues they could not deliver on. And that is why we are discussing the AQI today. That is why we're discussing the mountains of rubbish that keeps piling up in the city of Delhi today. That is why we discuss why every single citizen of this city is slowly dying because we are breathing poison. There are so many issues. And it's unfortunate that when they can't fight on these issues 15 days before elections, they want to divide the state into Jats and non-Jats. They want to talk about caste politics. And it's ironic, really, because Arvind Kejriwal has always maintained that he's against caste politics. He's the one who's always maintained that it is our party who's been doing all this. Let me put some facts here for perspective. Jats were a part of the central OBC list, but they were removed by the Honorable Supreme Court in 2015. The Supreme Court, not the government. Let me also tell you one more thing. Jats are a part of the OBC list in BJP ruled states, whether it is Uttar Pradesh, whether it is Rajasthan. Why not in Delhi? Why in the last 11 years have we not heard of any kind of a conversation of including Jats in the list of OBCs? Let's put that also aside. Because we were talking about the courts and what the courts have said, Anmol was discussing that. Let me also tell you what the courts have said. The courts have rapped Aam Aadmi Party on the knuckles repeatedly and asked, why are Delhiites not getting the benefits of provisions of Ayushman Yojana? Why did you not put that into effect? Moving on further, I want to ask, why have you not allowed the farmers in Delhi, in the rural parts of Delhi, to get the benefits of the Kisan Samman Yojana? That's 6,000 rupees a year, which means a lot to the common people in Delhi. So your petty politics is costing the citizens a lot. Whether it is talking about free water and at the end of the day relying on the tanker mafia to come into our colonies to get water, or turning on the
and
tap
we'll
on a
respond
rare
to that,
day
and then
by
I go
getting,
back to
water which
Reena
is the color
Dhaka
of coffee.
and Shweta.
Maria ji, she's not aware about the correct facts, or maybe she's trying to mislead your viewers. In 2015,
No,
although
I'm
the
very
Supreme
sure of
Court,
my
just
facts.
I
Anmol.
didn't interrupt.
I'm also
I
a
didn't
Jat.
interrupt
Maria,
you.
can I just say
I
this,
didn't
please?
interrupt you. Jat हम भी हैं.
My
रुक जाओ, हम
name is
बताते हैं
Charu
ना
Pragya
सच्चाई.
Tomar. I'm giving you my full name, and let me explain one thing.
Just a minute.
The way
Charu ji, I
Jats
didn't
function in
interrupt
this
you.
country, whatever the state might be, Anmol, hang on for a second. Hang on for a second. Because you are the one who's dragged my caste and my community into a political debate, allow me to say this. I'm a Tomar. I belong to the Desh Khap. I'm a Jat. I belong to Western Uttar Pradesh. Every single time, opposition political parties have tried to pitch Jats as a community which makes every single election a very negative election. They did it in the state of Haryana. Repeatedly, they kept saying Jat naraz hai, Bharatiya Janata Party se naraz hai. You saw the result. We have won Haryana third time
Yes,
in a
Jat
row.
Naraz
Western
is a
Uttar Pradesh,
favorite
we have
narrative. It
swept-
comes up before the Uttar Pradesh
Exactly.
elections
And
year
I am a
after,
Jat, and I
every
say
5
this.
years
I say
as
this.
well.
Maria ji, can
Yes.
I respond
Let
now?
him respond.
That
Charu,
they can divide
Charu,
community
you
on the
have
basis
two
of
eminent
caste lines and they will
citizens
get a few
who
votes.
will
That's
be
not going to
deciding
happen.
their vote in few days from now. I think we should put up, there should be an
Maria ji,
effort by
can
the
I-
political class to put up that face perhaps there where
Can I
they are
respond?
arguing and not out shouting each other. Go ahead.
Maria ji, in
Yeah.
Yeah, Anmol, you
2015,
can wait for your
although
turn politely, Anmol.
Yes.
On Maria's
Charu
show,
ji,
you don't need to
please-
scream.
Yes,
Please,
Anmol, go
please
ahead.
do not interrupt.
Yeah.
Please
Yes.
do not interrupt.
Yes, yes.
In 2015, although the Supreme Court has passed the judgment, but these assurances were given after the Supreme Court judgment that will amend the laws, will bring the Jats under the central OBC list. And even I belong to the Jat community, and I feel betrayed and deceived by the central government, who's
But
time
you
and
did not
again
feel
assuring
betrayed
us
and
for the
deceived
inclusion
when
in the
Sanjay
central OBC
Singh
list.
was
I did not interrupt you.
disrespecting our
Maria ji, is
honorable
this the
vice
way to
president
debate?
of the country.
Okay.
Maria ji,
I'm
is
going
this the
back
way
to
debate? She did not
feel
to
insulted
Reena
then?
Dhaka and Shweta. Reena, you know, we have invariably seen that in this entire din or some kind of fog which is created before elections, issues that matter to you. I mean, I drive to Delhi and it has become very, very difficult to move around in Delhi because of massive traffic congestion. So the concerns are that Delhi has to be decongested. That's not being addressed. Delhi turning into a gas chamber is not being addressed. But as a mother, would you take that question, Shweta?
Exactly my point. I mean, I'm listening to this conversation and I'm like, where are we even going? We are here fighting for survival, basic survival. And you didn't even mention, you forgot that we get flooded in the monsoons as
Yes.
well. So it is all about survival. By the kids are doing online classes because of the AQI. The elderly, they are having ILD and all these issues. It's not even funny that here we are fighting for our survival and you're talking about everything else but this.
So what, according to you, should be on, what is the agenda of a citizen like you? What is a citizen's manifesto for you?
My question is, how is this anything less than a pandemic? I mean, it's very easy to pass the buck that, you know, it's a national issue. Let's look at Delhi. We are talking about Delhi. Let's look at Delhi. As a citizen, we don't need any manifesto. We just need clean air first. Then we take it from here that, you know, okay, you know, we are getting congested and we are getting flooded, all of that. But at least give us clean air to breathe. That is all we are asking for, period. Nothing else.
What Delhi wants is better roads, clean air. Reena Dhaka, as someone who has spent all your life in Delhi, has your quality of life become better or worse?
No, for me, it's of course, clean air is a very big issue, but will we be able to solve it by just protesting? Or will there be like a doable roadmap which helps improves our day-to-day situation, and we don't just discuss it and kind of suffer it through the years? The other thing which I find very unreasonable and unfair is that none of the agencies of development are coordinated. So if a road is dug, then they remake it to put something, then another agency or a Jal board has forgotten that they forgot the pipes, then they redig it. So obviously it'll add to our pollution, it'll also add to our quality of air, it'll add to the burning of our fuels. It's also a common man's misery because he's losing time and effort, he's losing time, he's gaining effort to reach a certain destination. So I really think my biggest cry is that you got to fix your roads once and for all, and you got to stop that digging, that mess you have made on our roads. There's no road which is pliable. Most of our roads, even if they are pliable for a while, they will get redug again by some agency. Can't that be inspected? Can't that be fixed up? If you have to go on about the elections, I'm sorry, there's many of you senior politicians on this panel, please, as a request, could you do that first? Because it never gets done. It's been yonks of years. None of you are fixing that. That's really what the common man wants. I appreciate the green cover, and we've noticed that we as a city are good on green cover. So if we've reached that far, landfills, especially in Ghazipur, we need to find a solution to it, a real solution, because that's where the mess begins, I feel.
Okay, so Reena, you know, your concerns are very well taken, and perhaps, you know, politicians will take note of it as well. And that's why Anmol and Charu, one minute to both of you, please respond in specifics, please. Charu first.
Can I?
Yeah.
Charu first.
Yeah. Clear specifics. I think the requirement of Delhi today, as rightly said by both our esteemed citizens, is to decongest the routes. That cannot happen when you suddenly come up with odd even or even GRAP restrictions occasionally. What you need is better public transportation. What you need is to make sure connectivity increases. What you need to make sure is Delhi has the requisite number of buses available. It doesn't. In Delhi High Court, Aam Aadmi Party put a petition saying that as of today, minimum requirement of buses in Delhi is 18,000 plus. Number of buses flying, barely 1/7 of that. After that, when they talk about getting electric buses, they're all on hire. Why are you wasting taxpayers' money on hiring buses? Why don't you buy them? My second question here is DTC routes need to be better connected. But record says, and again, it's RTI reply from our Aam Aadmi Party government, that 30% of DTC routes have been reduced, not increased. You've spent approximately 70 crore on paper to clean sewages.
Okay.
But if you actually cleaned the sewages in Delhi, Delhi wouldn't be drowning, please. And these are very important, very pertinent questions that citizens need an answer to.
Citizens will get the final word, the last word on the show. But before that, Anmol.
Maria ji, we all know that pollution is not just a Delhi problem, it's a North India problem because environment does not know any boundaries. That is why I've also presented the evidence before you. And as far as one of your panelists raised questions about traffic congestion, as far as traffic congestion is concerned, in 2016, Delhi was at number 4. And today, because we have built 39 new flyovers in last 10 years, from 1947 till 2014, there were only 67 flyovers. In past 10 years, we have built 39 new flyovers, and we are now at number 44. We are now at number 44. Please do not interrupt. This is a very bad habit because you get rattled whenever I present correct facts. The fact is, Bharatiya Janata Party has no mission, no vision. They cannot even articulate a vision for the future of Delhi. That is why they don't even have a CM face. इनकी ये गाली गलौच वाली पार्टी का आज मुख्यमंत्री का चेहरा भी नहीं है इनके पास. That is why they only have a single point agenda to abuse Arvind Kejriwal, to criticize him, to malign his image. but they cannot
Why don't
tell the
begin by
people of
increasing
Delhi
DPP?
that why didn't they fulfill the promise to the Purvanchalis? They assured them land and
Okay, so
ownership
the
rights
question
to
is
40 lakh Purvanchalis.
that here
They are
is the party
resorting
which
to
has been in
bribing the
power for
voters.
10 years.
They are resorting
It
to
is
mass
for you
voter
to showcase
division
your
and
report
adding
card
fake
to the people
voters.
of Delhi.
I think Anmol forgets that.
So, you know, for politics aside, let's put the spotlight on citizens again. Shweta and Reena Dhaka. Reena, first to you. You know, few days to go for 5th now. What will be on your mind? And what is on your mind? Local issues or Chief Minister's
Yes.
face?
No, frankly, I really need civic issues sorted. And if that happens, we are very grateful. And I agree that the green has improved in Delhi. And that's been something I'm grateful for. The metro has changed our lives. It's made everything more convenient. But the timelines, they are insane. There is no accountability for it. There's no closures. For all of us who work in a trade like ours, like fashion or anything, everything is driven by something called deadline, and we need to die till we complete that line. Why isn't it happening like that in the government? For years, a road patch will lie busting there with holes, and we'll all just adjust our lives around it. And a lot of our issues are very simple. It's all about coordination between the governments, between the opposition parties, and between the agencies. And the common man is being a victim of that. Because between your fights, our roads are left there, are opened, untreated, and we are just living in that hellish way where we just learn to survive by going around it. So, sir, madam, please, if you can bring a change, that's the only change we need. Jal Board, DESU, BSES, MCD, if they can all work together, that
Yes.
would be like the biggest game
Margaret,
changer
10
for me.
seconds.
Yeah, so
Just 10
multiple
seconds.
agencies, multiplicity
10
of
seconds.
agencies should not be an excuse for political
Margaret, I need
class,
10
for
seconds.
politicians to ensure that the city doesn't function. Today you have a city which is clearly not functioning. That is the bigger concern. A dysfunctional national capital of a growing and a crucial superpower. So
Can I comment
I
for
think
10
as
seconds?
citizen, I'm watching that as well. So go ahead, Shweta. 30 seconds to you.
Yes, just like you said, we're talking about the capital here. And of course, you have been doing your bit, and we really appreciate for whatever you are doing. But the fact of the matter is that we don't have clean air. And for me, that is the only issue right now. Once we have that sorted, once we are on ground zero, then we take up everything else, which is also, of course, requiring a lot of work and attention. Surprisingly, given the capital, it has to be done. It not just talks, it has to, and not just in the manifesto. We need action.
You need action, and perhaps that
Can I
is the
comment for
word.
10 seconds?
Right
10
now here
seconds.
on the show, as I said, Anmol, the citizens get the last word. So
seconds.
I've really come to the end of this
10
discussion.
seconds.
Charu,
I just
Pragya,
need
Anmol,
10 seconds.
Reena Dhaka and Shweta, thank you so much for joining us here on The Last Word. So every day till 5th, this will be your election news destination where we will be talking about citizens' issues, their concerns and their manifesto. Of course, the politics will continue to play out, but it is about the citizens of Delhi. A quick break and then we return.